Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a 10 tips that I wish I knew before I became a mom. So yeah, I just checked my analytics and 66.6% of you guys are not subscribed to me. Please subscribe. I promise you won't regret it. You'll love it here. I have more vlogs coming for you guys because I know that those are the type of videos that I like to watch. So I'm going to start producing those for you guys. And so get excited and hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a 10 things that I've learned that I wish I knew before becoming a mom. She's over here, she is awake, so I'm probably gonna have to hold her in a second because she looks like she's about to start crying. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is team no sleep is real. Especially in the beginning when they're first newborns and you first bring them home, you do not get sleep. Sleep is not in your vocabulary. It just doesn't happen. You might get, like, hopefully if your baby, you know, is good, you'll get maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep. So yeah, and if you hear my dog, she's right here, and my cat's right here, so yeah. But yep, you get none. And now she goes to sleep at like 8 o'clock, like officially, and she'll sleep until like 12, and she'll wake up to feed. She only wakes up twice, which I'm grateful for, and sometimes she only wakes up once. So I'm starting to get sleep. So then that just goes into the next thing that I'm gonna say, which is try to create a schedule for you and your baby. We didn't actually like get into an actual routine until like recently, and still the routine is kind of like iffy, you know. It's whatever she feels like doing at the end of the day, like but I try and keep things very consistent so that she can start to like learn, and that's what I've done, and it's helped. If you guys want a video on like a 24 hours with a newborn or like her schedule, I can do that for you guys. Just let me know in the comments down below if that's something that you would be interested in. So yeah, the third thing that I want to reiterate is being a new mom, it can be very overwhelming. You just have to remember to tell yourself that it's gonna be okay. You're doing a great job, especially in my case where I am, you know, doing solo parenting, if you want to call it that. I am for now because my husband is deployed now. It's been, these past couple of days have been very trying, and I've had to grow more patience, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, your baby's a baby and you're still learning as well. So yeah, I just had to like pray about it, and sometimes I have to, you know, put her in her bassinet. Obviously she's safe, and then just take 5 minutes, because you know there's sometimes where she's really fussy and I just have to take a second for myself. But yeah, so give yourself a lot of grace, because you are a new mom, and if you're doing it alone, it's even harder. You have to learn to give yourself a lot of grace and to be patient, and to realize, you know, you're new at this. They're a baby, they're learning too, so it's just a lot going on, and you just have to give yourself grace. So yeah, fourth thing that I'm gonna say is that do what works best for you and your child, because at the end of the day, everyone that's giving you advice, yes, it's good to have that advice, but you do what's best for you and your child. People can give you as much advice as they want, you know, but at the end of the day, they don't know your child and what works best for your child. So, and that's, being a new mom, that's the #1 thing that I will say that I wish I knew before, because I did have a lot of people giving me advice and like saying what worked for them and their baby. And I've tried some of those things and it doesn't work for me or my baby, so I had to learn, you know, it's nice to have people that give you advice, but sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to say is probably the realest thing that I'm going to say in this video. Planning, nothing ever goes as planned. Nothing. And I the person that the type of person I am is I like to plan and say like I'm the type of person that loves to plan, and I had to learn very quickly that with a newborn everything is predictable and it doesn't go as planned most of the time. And now that I've like come to realization with that and learned to just go with the flow at this point, you know, you can only plan so much is what I'm trying to say. You can only plan so much. Your child is very predictable. One day, you know, they could be fussy and then the next they could be completely fine. So it literally just depends at the end of the day. It really just depends. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna say, do not overbuy. Do not overbuy. There's so many things like the boppy pillow, like we don't really use that like at all. Maybe like a handful of times, but I didn't really use it much. There's a lot of things that you don't really have to go overboard with like newborn clothes. She was only 5'8" when she was born, so she used the newborn clothes for a really long time and the newborn diapers for a really long time. But now that she's like getting bigger, we are now transitioning out of the newborn diapers and into size 1, and the size 1 are working perfectly, but the newborns are like tight. So I would just say don't overbuy when it comes to diapers in the beginning, because you don't know how big your baby is going to be when you go to give birth to them. They could be very, you know, very small like she was and use those diapers for a really long time, or on the bigger side of babies, which isn't even big. I think it's normal size because she was considered like really small, obviously. So yeah, I would just wait. I would buy diapers, but not too much, like I said, because you don't know. You know, doctors can give you an estimate as to what they think your baby size will be, but that's not always the case. Okay, so this is TMI, and I'm just gonna say that if you are a husband and you just want to know this information, yeah, just deal with it, basically. So this next tip was very like surprising to me, and I thought I was crazy. So when I first came home, I was still like bleeding and stuff, so I still had a pad and stuff on, and I was doing stuff in the kitchen because she was sleeping, so I was trying to rush to do everything while she was asleep, and I had to pee. And I'm like thinking like, okay, I can hold her, you know, I'll be fine. And I was trying to finish everything and I peed myself. And I had to go upstairs, take a shower, change myself, all that stuff. And I just noticed after having her, yeah, I pee a little bit. And it's very embarrassing, and I keep a panty liner on, but it's just what happens sometimes to some people. Some people, that's not what happens, but it happened to me. And yeah, so panty liners are my best friend, basically. So let me see. And I was in a mom's group, and I had to post a status like, am I tripping, or does like this happen to other people? Yeah, so I had to go in the mom's group that I'm in and ask like, am I going crazy? Because I don't think this is normal. And it's really embarrassing until I asked other people and other moms, and they told me, you know, that was the case for them too. And we had like a great laugh about everything. But yeah, so that's it. I think I have 10 tips. I kind of lost track. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing that I'll say for all my breastfeeding mamas, that it is hard, but it gets better. It's hard, but it gets better, and it's so rewarding, and I would do it for my babies in the future. Another thing that I've learned is breast milk can clear almost anything. She's had a rash on her face because rookie mom mistake. I washed her clothes in our detergent on accident, and our stuff is washed with our detergent obviously, and not the baby detergent, and her face and stuff is reacting to that, so I had to change that. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it, and you hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I upload. Please comment and like so we can have a conversation down below. Also, on Wednesday or Thursday, there'll be a vlog coming to you guys. It'll just be like Target run, going thrift shopping at our Goodwill, because I haven't been to the one where we live yet, and I just want to go and look and see. And I think that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.